Time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's got touchdown, Eagles.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So
now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Eagles. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Danny Johnson returning. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing should hope for.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Greg Ward there to make the grab. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. With the Washington football team 1-4 through 5 weeks of the season, losing at home against the Rams in Week 5. But Charles, even with Allen hit, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Carson Wentz sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovery.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes takes over first and 10.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
On the return, Washington will take over first and 10. At their own.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Allen now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
38, Washington 30.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Greg Stroman on the return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
The ball carrier.
Antonio Gibson, 68 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 81 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
A fumble on the play. Recover
and careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Ward. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
On the keeper. Intended for...
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Allen off the play fake.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. To throw is Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 3.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And give him a gain of 37. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
4 yards.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To go.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective,